What if I told you that you can have a loving family, a successful career, a busy schedule, and still be missing something important in your life? You work, you come home, you spend time with your family, and tomorrow, you do it all over again. Weekends are chores, time with the Lord, time with your family, and sometimes, if you're lucky, a little you time. Sounds like a normal life, right? But somewhere along the way, when was the last time you spent time with your personal friends? When was the last time you joined a group, played a sport, grabbed coffee with someone, or went somewhere simply to meet people and have fun? As we get older, our world can slowly shrink into just two places, work and home. And before we know it, our social calendar has fewer activities than a Monday morning. So, do we actually need to make time for a social life outside work and family? Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Alvin. I'm a coach, and today we're going to talk about science behind the importance of having a life outside work and outside family. Let's get into it. Well, family life is both a responsibility and a source of deep joy, meaning, and reward. Work allows us to meet many of our obligations and provide for ourselves and our families. Because so much of our lives revolve around home and work, many of our relationships naturally come from these two places. But friendships outside the family can offer something different. Research published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships has examined how friendships differ from family relationships, with friendships generally being more voluntary and built around companionship, shared interest, emotional support, and shared experiences. Family relationships often come with established roles and responsibilities such as being a parent, such as being a spouse, or being a sibling, or caregiver. Personal friendships are different because we generally choose each other because we enjoy one another's company, share interests, support each other, and enjoy doing things together. That can give us a social identity and support network beyond our roles within the family. Friendship outside work can serve a similar purpose because our job isn't the reason we're connected. At work, relationships exist within a professional environment where there may be deadlines, competition, office politics, hierarchy, or simply the expectation that everyone has a job to do. Friends outside work are separate from all of that. They may know you through a sport, hobby, sometimes a neighborhood or a club, a community, or simply because you enjoy spending time together. You talk about things that have nothing to do with your career, share experiences outside the workplace, and have people in your life who see you as more than your profession. And when work becomes stressful or disappears altogether, these relationships give you a social life and support network that doesn't depend on your job. A social life gives you connection, belonging, emotional support, new experiences, and a sense of identity beyond your everyday responsibilities. I mean, it gives you people to laugh with, share interests with, learn from, and simply enjoy being around, not because you're related or work together, but because you genuinely choose each other's company. It can also introduce you to different personalities, perspectives, maybe hobbies, and experiences. A cycling group, sports club, book club, community organization, or even regular coffee with friends can bring something into your life that work and home may not provide. Sometimes it's simply a break from routine. I mean, you get to step away from being the employee, from being the parent or the spouse or provider for a while, and simply enjoy being yourself around other people. You might even discover a new hobby, although hopefully not one that requires buying another expensive piece of equipment every month. Over time, these relationships can create a wider support network and a stronger sense that you belong to a community beyond your workplace and household. You know, research led by University of Oxford evolutionary psychologist Robin Dunbar has shown that our social networks change as we move through life. Major life changes such as a demanding career, marriage, having children, moving or simply becoming busier can reduce the time and attention we have available for friendships. Dunbar's research has also shown that maintaining friendships require time and, of course, interaction. When work, family, responsibilities, and other commitments consume more of our time, friendships that receive less attention can gradually become less close. So, losing a social life often isn't a deliberate decision. It can happen slowly as our responsibilities, priorities, and routine change. The good news is that we can make an effort to rebuild that part of our lives. There's a good book that discussing rebuilding an adult social life, making new friends, strengthening existing friendships, and creating regular social gatherings. The book is entitled The 2-Hour Cocktail. This is by Nick Gray. Despite the title, it's not really about alcohol or drinking. I think you'll find this book helpful, and I actually gave this as a gift to my mom a few years back. She enjoyed it as well. Friendships within the family and within our professional lives have important benefits, but friendships outside these walls can also play an important role in our lives. So don't be afraid of meeting new people outside your family and your profession. Develop those friendships, nurture them, and make time for them. A healthy social life can provide companionship, emotional support, shared experience, and opportunities to stay connected with the world around us. It gives us people to share life's joys and challenges with, while giving us another reason to get out of the house, experience something different, and perhaps live a more active lifestyle. Your family is important, your career is important as well, but your life doesn't have to end at the front door of your home or office. Thank you for watching. Again, this has been Alvin, and I'll see you in the next Climb Ravana show. Bye-bye. God bless.